Wonder if that's coming live. Hey folks, how you doing? It's Nick Granville. It is 8 PM on Boxing Day here in New Zealand. Where am I hearing that back? Why was I hearing that back? Weird. I gotta check this up. I think something's gone wrong. Tried setting up the second camera here. Oh, I know what that could be. Hello? Oh yes, I think I found it. You all probably weren't hearing that, but I was. That was very strange. It was looping back. There we go. Anyway, I thought I'd set up the second camera here so you can kind of see it closer. Kind of simple today. Stratocaster. Haven't touched it in 5 days. Zendrive. Bassman. Reverb pedal. Simple. Just play some tracks. Just gonna kind of get back into this and play for a minute. So be interesting to see. You know what I mean? Like. If anyone has any questions, chime in with the chat. It's stinking hot here. As you can see, I'm sweating already. That's just how it is in summertime in New Zealand sometimes. Got a brand new hat my brother bought me for Christmas, so that's pretty cool. This is ambient rock guitar backing track in C# minor by Jam and Backing Tracks. Hopefully you hear this. Haven't heard this one before, it's just chucked it on. I haven't even got a mic on the amp, it's literally just the mic here. Sounds pretty good though. I should do that. Dominant. comment here says, fabulous for a breakfast session. 7 a.m. here in London. Merry Christmas and season's greetings. Right back at you. Season's greetings, everybody. Hope you're doing well. I've just been away for the last 5 days at Turakina Beach, which is about 2.5, 3 hours from my house here. I'm just got back. It's stinking hot today. I'm sweating like a dog. And yeah, I had a nice time away with family. You know how it is. And I just haven't played. I got a gig tomorrow night, and so we came back today. It's actually my wife's birthday tomorrow too. So I thought, man, I better get my shit back together and remember how to play guitar, because you know, it gets a bit hairy if you haven't played for a minute. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah. So I thought, why don't I just jump on here? It's been a minute since I've done a live stream. So this is a clean sound. It's I mean, the Bassman it's I think the lowest volume is 1, and then it goes to 2. It's not even on 2. It's like it's pretty much as low as I can get this thing. My man Ben Shepherd. So like that, you sort of just feel like you're a little sloppy if you haven't played it. No, hey man, you got a Gibson Gold Top? No, I don't. I got that black Les Paul there, which is a studio from the 90s. Apparently, these are quite desirable now. I don't know, man. It's a good guitar. It works. This one's been broken twice. It's just black. It's got Seymour Duncan Antiquities in it, which are fantastic pickups. They're really good. That was the best move I made in this guitar. I did that probably 20 years ago, when they were super new and they were really expensive at the time. It's been broken twice, like I mentioned. Neither time by me. Can't really see it probably in this light, but typical head stop. But no gold top. Nope. But I'm finding more and more, man, I just want to play this. I just want to play the Strat. You know what I mean? It just... can do that kind of funky thing like that where I've got both bridge and neck pickup on. Then you can do like classic neck pickup sound. So Stevie Ray Vaughan and stuff like that. And then with the HSS thing, you can go drive and go. It's a bit loud. Let's put it down. At that level, I can't really even get that harmonic to kind of pick out. A little bit. It's there. But yeah, I just love having that versatility of it. I like the way it feels. It's super comfortable with the Strat. So yeah, no, I don't own a gold top. And see, haven't I played for a minute? I can't even hold a pick. Gee. Got an 80s Iwi with a rainbow sweatband like Brecker put on his Iwi neck. Too niche. Cool, man. I love that music, you know. Brecker, especially that era. Brecker with Mike Stern and Adam Nussbaum and those cats. Man, it was... and Randy Brecker. Brecker Brothers stuff. Those guys were happening, man. Greetings from cold Germany. Oh, man, it's the opposite here. It's stinking hot. I'm sweating like a dog. It's 22 degrees. My studio hasn't been open. You know, we've been away, so the studio hasn't been open, and I just thought I'd jump in here, and what a mistake that was. I mean, it's nice to do this for you all, but I probably should have aired the room out for a couple of hours to take the heat out of it. I'm sweating like mad, but that's all good. But yeah, of course it's cold in Germany because it must be winter, right? I got some friends who live in Alaska, and they sent me a picture of themselves outside, and it looked pretty cold, man. There was snow everywhere, and it's really beautiful though. Oh, Stratocaster, right? Fender Stratocaster, so everybody just calls it a Strat, S-T-R-A-T. It's probably my dumbass Kiwi accent. In Frankfurt, oh right, I bet it's cold. So that everything's feeling like, you know, a little bit not quite where you want it. I'll play another tune. That was by Jam and Backing Tracks, which I really like. Let's find another one of Ben's tracks. Whew. Oh, Strad means town in German. Oh, I didn't know that. There you go. I've never been to Germany. I was talking to the MD of The Bodyguard, the theatre show, and they was talking about coming over there and doing something because someone had given them my name and got in touch, and it never happened because I actually ended up doing another tour around the UK, and they ripped us off. So there you go. What do you think about the second camera angle here? This one. Usually I turn this camera off once it's recording, but I don't. Get a backing vocalist like Pat Metheny. Oh, let's try this one. This is 12/8 Fusion Shuffle Jam track in C minor, Ace of Hearts. This is from Ben's backing tracks. I don't know this one, but I know Ben makes good tracks. It's interesting. Okay, let's try this. Don't know this track. What key are we in? C. Good start, Nick. Yeah, it's a fun track. I didn't know what the chord changes were. I'd never seen that one or played it one before, which is what I quite like to do on these live streams, and just jump on and just kind of hear your way through it. You know, it had some interesting kind of chord changes. It's kind of built off a C minor 12/8 thing. I called it 12/8. I kind of just think of that as like a triplet funk, right? Listen. And then F, C. Well, the changes were something like that anyway. Hey Brian, how you doing? Thanks, man. Season's greetings. From Island Bay in Wellington. I'm back home. No, I haven't tried the Fishman single width pickups. To be honest, like a lot of those, like I think the Fishmans are noiseless, aren't they? They're a noiseless pickup. A lot of those noiseless pickups have kind of gone off them. I had the Damasio Areas, which I really liked, mostly because of this guitar. I bought a Damasio Area for this in that position, and I really liked it. And then I bought the matching one here, and I hated it. It just didn't work. And then for some reason that pickup just works as the Damasio Area noise cancelling single coil. Maybe it's partly because Telecaster neck pickup, you expect it to be a bit dark anyway. Do you know what I mean? It's not meant to be like bright like a Strat. But then in my AZ model, I tried the two Damasio Areas and a Mr. Glenn, because he doesn't make it single coil noiseless pickup. And I took those out and I just put one of his pickups in the neck instead, because it just didn't work. They just, I don't know. The thing I find with those noiseless pickups is they tend to miss the top end zing. There's a bit of sparkle on the top of that. I don't know if it's translating here, but you know what I mean? I just find those noise cancelling pickups, they don't tend to get there for me, you know. They miss that sparkle on the top. And I know you can kind of add a bit more treble back in, but that changes other frequencies and all that kind of stuff. And a lot of times what I do is I set the amp at 12 o'clock, which is where it is at the moment. Everything's at 12 o'clock. The normal channel just under 2, so barely on. And I find that, you know, with that, if I swap guitar, I don't want to have to go over there and turn the treble up. So, they're active and very clean. Yeah. And I remember talking to Mark Lettieri about it too. And he was saying that he had checked out a pair of those Fluence pickups and he didn't dig them. He was like, nah, I'm not into it, you know. And that kind of made me go, you know. But then I know Greg Koch, the great guitar player, he really likes them, you know. I think he's got his own signature set or something. So it's sort of like, well, it must be pretty good if he's using them, because that guy's a badass guitar player. If you don't know who he is, it's Koch, not the way you think it's spelled. This is the Hall of Fame for the reverb, because the Bassman has no reverb on it. See that lesson I did on the funk kind of thing where I talked about playing down here? I just put it out the other day, and the video did somewhat okay, like pretty badly actually compared to most videos. It was about 8th out of my last 10, and I wonder what's, you know, with YouTube, if it's even pushing that stuff out. Cheers everybody. But one thing I talked about quite a bit in that video was playing down here. That's where the funk is, you know. Sorry, Brian, I don't follow. You said time of year question mark. Did that question? Did your question just come through? I really like that chord. I've been using that a bit. Oh no, I don't. Yeah, good question. No, I did it before Christmas and stuff. It wasn't like a Christmas video or anything like that. No, I don't think it's time of year. I think it's just, I think people don't. If you do anything kind of that sounds like it's kind of rhythm guitar, rhythm guitar stuff just doesn't do well on YouTube. It just doesn't. That's the reality of it, and which is dumb because 99% of playing guitar is playing rhythm guitar, and I'm sure most of you would probably agree that rhythm guitar is it. But every time I do a video on rhythm guitar stuff, so this was about funk kind of guitar playing, rhythm guitar, just, they don't do as well, you know what I mean? You do stuff on gear, it's generally going to do pretty good. You do stuff on soloing with pentatonic, and my whole thing with the pentatonic thing is if you ever see me put out a pentatonic video, guarantee you I ain't going to be doing anything stock, because there's so many people have kind of already done that and are doing that. You don't need me to kind of show you how to go. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's already everyone else doing that. I'd rather show you how to go. Use it over a major 7 sharp 11 chord, for example. Yeah, so I think it's just the rhythm guitar thing, And interestingly, a lot of those quad cortex videos I put out recently did well, which is cool, I guess a lot of people are checking out quad cortex stuff on the internet, I recently got the John Mayer plugin, so that's coming soon, and maybe you can see it over there if I turn this camera, or maybe not. But I got sent out some other stuff to check out and share with you all, so I will post some videos of those. Got some cool new gear coming, some stuff coming in the new year, which is going to be great to be the stuff that I'll share with you guys. And I'm wondering what I should do with this stuff afterwards. Do you know what I mean? Like, some of it, I'm not going to use it. I haven't tried the AM4 yet. No, it hasn't arrived yet. Andrew at Independent Music said he'd get one out to me, but I guess they haven't arrived in this side of the world yet. I don't know. I mean, it's Christmas time, so I kind of figured maybe he's got caught up with that, or maybe they haven't arrived or whatever. But I'm sure he'll let me know as soon as they do. I'm really keen to check out the AM4. To start off, I was kind of like thinking, what is this? Like, it took me by surprise. I didn't even know the AM4 was coming out. And then all of a sudden, boom, it was like, I saw it on a Fractal page, and someone posted a picture, and I thought what they'd done is just taken a VP4 and just changed it to sort of take the piss. People do those kind of things. They make some fake news kind of thing, and then people go, oh, wow, and then it turns out it's not true. It's not actually a bit of gear, but no, it's real. At first I thought, well, like, what's the point of this? Like, we've got a FM3, we've got an FM9, which is like the bigger brother, right? Then you got the full Fractal XFX, if you want that kind of thing, which it's made the least sense to me because it's sorry, let's turn that volume up, give you a bit more guts on that. It's made the least sense to me because it's essentially a the rack mount unit. You need a rack mount, then you need some kind of controller. And I mean, the whole thing of it is I want it to be easy and portable, But so I haven't got the AM4 now. But the more I've thought about the AM4, I think, man, that's going to be a cool thing because that would actually fit in a gig pocket, in a pocket of a gig bag. Do you know what I mean? That'd be really cool. So it's a question of the video title and whether you're currently addressing current topics and using controversial titles. It's a question of the video title and whether you're currently addressing current topics and using controversial titles. Yeah, I mean, that's part of it, right? Like, yeah. Know what you mean. You gotta kind of shit stir a little bit to kind of get somewhere. I was watching an interview of Danny Sapko, and he said to start with, he tried to do the serious bass player kind of stuff and kind of was getting no traction, and then he just started like just having a bit of fun with it and talking shit about various people that and he did it quite respectfully, like Davey 504 and people like that. He said he actually admired those people, but he was just sort of taking the mickey out of them for a little while, and all of a sudden his channel started to grow, you know. And yeah, and then of course there was the Giacomo Tura controversy. Yeah, people like Gear, not music theory. Greg says, yeah, that's kind of a thing, isn't it? It's like, it's easy to kind of get caught up in the rabbit hole of kind of going down that road of going, right, well, you know, if I only get this amp, it's going to make me better, or this pedal, or this whatever. Well, to a degree, but a small degree. If you work on your funk rhythm guitar, for example, which was that video I did the other day, man, there's loads of gigs playing that stuff. You know, everybody wants to go whittly, 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 but man, most of the time, like it never ceases to amaze me how few people can kind of just do, like, take a simple groove like this. I'll just choose a key, D9, D7 sharp 9, and just go. See how long you can do that for and make it feel good and make it like have the right kind of tone. You know what I mean? Like, even now I kind of adjust the tone a little differently if I could. It kind of feels like they should be a little brighter. But do you know what I mean? Like, how few people I see that can really just do that and actually focus on doing that. You know, they're focused on all kinds of other kind of carry on, which is cool, you know. People like what they like. I mean, the thing I got to keep reminding myself about YouTube is not the real world. It just isn't. Do you know what I mean? Some people have become very famous on YouTube. Man, they've done nothing. They've never done a gig. What they're doing would never work in the real world, you know. Funk Guitar Lesson was great. Oh, thanks, man. Noel Rogers, David T. Williams, and Rob Harris. 3 of my favorites, man. I'm really lucky to call Rob a friend. You know, he's a great human being, and what a badass guitar player, man. I was checking out some of those live videos. I even sent one to him on Instagram and just said, dude, man, you're killing it on this, you know. He's playing a 335 with Jamiroquai, and they're out on the road. And, man, he's just, the way he plays, it's just the pocket is real deep. You know, Nile Rodgers too. Right? Nile's a very different kind of player than Rob, although I know Rob is influenced by Nile. But Nile's kind of got a looser kind of thing. It's sort of a little more... the way I think about it is more of a New Orleans-y thing, you know. It's sort of this, you know, those New Orleans-y things where it's like, it's not like this really rigid thing. It's like this kind of swampy thing is the only way I don't even know how to put it into words. You know what I mean? Like kind of how Schofield plays. It's that sort of, it's not loose, but it's gritty. You know what I mean? Whereas Rob, I hear a whole lot of disco. He's coming from a lot of that disco thing, you know. So really precise, and I love it. It's great. Yeah, and David T. Williams as well, you know. Man, they go Stevie Wonder, right? Tell me, was it David T. Williams that played on Do I Do, the Stevie track? Because I remember we were at Gary Novak's studio in Los Angeles when we did that Reamped album. And Gary said, oh, check this guitar out over here on the wall. And it was an Epiphone 335, you know, like a Gibson copy. And he said, that guitar there is the guitar that was used on Do I Do, Stevie Wonder. And I thought, man, I keep forgetting, but when I keep thinking, I should look up who actually played guitar on that track. So, man, I love that track. It's great, you know. See there, I missed a note. My finger went there and my pick kind of was like... So I'm going to do some work tonight because it's... You're such a good guitarist with an incredible versatility. I thank you. You're too kind. But you're simply too unknown for YouTube so far. Yeah, I think that's the thing, you know. I mean, my whole thing is being a session musician, you know. And so a lot of my thing is being the sideman to other people rather than trying to do that. And, you know, I think the nature of what I'm doing is never going to go mainstream on YouTube. And I'm totally okay with that, you know. I had someone shit-talking me not too long ago, and he was kind of saying all kinds of crap. This dude, whoever it was, obviously having a bad day. So I don't take any of it personally. It's like, whatever, man. But he was saying, oh, you know, there's this and that and whatever, and if you did this, you'd be more popular, and you did this, and it was like, you know, firstly, you ain't done the things you're saying I should do, but that whoever this person was hadn't done it, you know, just thought he knew what he was talking about. But nonetheless, it's like, that's not what I don't want to do. What this guy was suggesting, I don't want to like do shit talk people and do like silly little videos and stuff. You know, I mean, I have fun like a lot of people. You know, you probably see there's an occasional video where kind of make fun of things in my own kind of way, but yeah, but you know, I mean, I'm a pro player. That's what I do. It says maybe you should play at a guitar trade show for a well-known brand. I've done that. I played at the NAMM show, at the Vertex booth. I did some stuff there. I've played at a bunch of them over the years over there. I mean, the NAMM show and stuff like that is kind of more... it's kind of generally amongst players and stuff. It's not... And there's so much stuff going on at those things, you know. Most of it's overwhelming most of the time. I mean, my whole thing is I'm not trying to be famous from this. I do it because I want to, and that's the key thing for me, is I want to do it in the way I want to do it. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think so many people just go on here and chase views. I couldn't think of anything worse. Do you know what I mean? Like, if people were interested in what I'm doing, then great. Come along. You know, if they're not, nobody's forcing you to be here. You know what I mean? And hopefully I provide... I'm not aiming at the beginner thing of YouTube. I've never aimed at that. You know what I mean? You won't see beginner lessons on my channel because it's not what I do. I don't teach beginner students. All my students are more advanced students, so sort of that. Anyway, Greg says, I think David T. Williams owned a bunch of 335 style guitars. Yeah, highly possible. Great player, man. And play another track because I feel like playing some more just to get my chops back up. You know, it's one of those things. Things get rusty, you know. It's only been 5 days. It's not that long. It's not like I've stopped. But I didn't take a guitar away at all. I just didn't want to deal with one. It was Christmas. I was like, I got family commitments I need to do. Let's find a fusion backing track because that's what I feel like playing, the fusion stuff. Okay, this is modern jazz fusion backing track in B minor. I don't know what it is. Let's see who it's by. I'm going to put the Zendrive back on because I feel like playing Zendrive. I think this cable is a bit bung too. It seems to be a bit noisy and cutting a bit of top end too. Because the other thing too is if you use cheap cables, this one was given to me as just one that someone gave me as a knock-around cable. Cheap cables do lose a lot of high end. Anyway, let's I don't know what this track is. Let's give it a go. That's enough of that. So that's Jam Along Tracks. Jam Along Backing Tracks channel. It's not one I knew before. It's pretty good, pretty cool little track, isn't it? Modern jazz fusion guitar backing track in B minor. I always forget to link these tracks. You know, I get back. I mean, I'm not gonna. It takes time because I'd have to watch through the video and kind of see what points I did stuff at, and to be honest, I don't remember half the time because I'm just. This is all on the fly, right? Like I haven't even looked at. I've never played that track before. Never played any of the stuff that I'm doing. So it's all totally in the moment. So that's why I always mention the track as I do it. Then at least you've got a point of reference there if you really want to go and check it out. It's a pretty decent kind of jazz guitar tone, right? Like I'd be happy with it. Probably better on the clean too. Oh, thanks, man. It says reminds me of Robin Ford. Sorry, reminds me of Robin Ford with early Yellow Jackets. Thanks. Great tune. Marky Boogie says, hi Neville. Man, you're an excellent player and an excellent teacher. Thank you. So glad I found your channel. 100%. Thank you for all your share. Oh, cheers, man. I'll be Neville. There you go. Man, I appreciate everybody that comes here to check out what I'm doing on this, you know. It's kind of fun. I'm just a guy who plays guitar for a living out in New Zealand, a tiny little country in the middle of the Pacific, you know. 5 million people, you know, and just doing my thing and putting food on the table and playing these things, and I'm very lucky. I never take that for granted, you know. The other night we were doing a Christmas carols gig, and the MC and keyboard player says, yeah, exactly, it's just a name. Thank you for the knowledge and experience you share. Oh man, cheers! Thank you very much. I appreciate that. And we were doing this gig, and the piano player, who's the MC, is kind of running. It's his gig, and he said, "Nick, give me some background music." And so me and the bass player both went, without even thinking about it, went. both played The Girl from Ipanema without even like, no count, no nothing. We just went straight in on it. But I actually prefer that song in D flat. You know, which is the key that Astrid Gilberto sang it in, and it's just, that's a way nicer key for that song. Stan Getz on tenor, yeah, totally, so good. It's funny how many people can't. They say they know The Girl from Ipanema, and then you get to the bridge and they make a ham of it, you know. And then. Real pretty, you know. My friend Bruce Foreman has a theory that tune's kind of been misinterpreted, and it's changed in the bridge, you know. In the regular key in F goes to F sharp, right? And then the next bit, right? Why would it go F sharp minor to D, right? It's going up a minor 6, and then from D goes up to G. Well, that makes sense. Goes up a fourth, but G goes up to E flat. Again, it's that minor 6 movement. So Bruce's theory, and this is something I heard him talk about quite a bit, was that the bridge section, a lot of people have played the relative minor. You know, so instead of A. Right, A major to D, and then B flat major to D. E flat would make a lot more sense, right? So right, that would just make a lot more sense that people have played the relative minor of the chord rather than what the chord actually is, you know. Oh, hang on, is this thing playing up again? Rather than what the chord actually is. And that's kind of an interesting theory, you know what I mean? Because it changes the whole flavor, right? Bridge section. Is that a dominant? I think it is. No, you're all good, Marky. Marky Boogie. I'm just making fun. Man, you can call me whatever. No offense. And what's interesting about my name is there's always the second name that people get wrong. I've been on gigs and had people say, "Let's hear it for Nick Granfield," and Greenville, and all kinds of things, you know. And I'm like, whatever. You're all good, man. I just appreciate that you're here watching. That's the main thing. Yeah, that's a good sound, man. I gotta get the Zendrive out a little more often, you know. Zendrive into a Bassman, you know. It's kind of, that's the Robin Ford thing, essentially, isn't it? Right? Because didn't Robin start with a Bassman as the influence for the Dumble? I believe that Howard Dumble went and saw Robin play one time, and he was playing a Bassman, but in the head form into a 212 cabinet, and he went, "That's kind of what's going to be the Dumble. He sort of took it upon him, and that became the Overdrive Special. Was based off that 212 Bassman that Robin Ford was playing and the sound he was getting. Obviously with lots of mids in it, you know, quite pushed. Bring that down a touch. Yeah, got a New Year's Eve gig playing with the orchestra. A couple of weeks we'll be out in the waterfront in Wellington. If anyone's in Wellington, come out down to Frankett's Park. We're playing some rock and roll bangers. This is basically the whole gig. We got I think the final countdowns in there. Whatever that synth line. This sort of stuff and so we'll do a version of Eye of the Tiger. Dan Hales is conducting, and he's written a great version of Eye of the Tiger. I always enjoy playing that one. It really works well with that orchestra. We're also doing Want to Dance with Somebody, or Dance with Somebody. You're probably thinking, man, you don't even know these songs. And that's totally right, because there's charts. So I have the charts here on my iPad. And on the gig, definitely got to use charts. It's an orchestra day, you know what I mean? So when you have that many people, you've got to have people on charts. There's one rehearsal, which we do the night before, then sound check, and then gigs. So we're doing Girls Just Want to Have Fun, and I can't even remember how that goes. But I have the chart here, so I can pull it up. Benjamin says you should play the AM series guitar. You mean this one, the AR 520? That one? I've got it set up for slide guitar. So that guitar, oh man, these headphones are killing me. They keep cutting out. The cables are gone about bung. I've got that set up for slide guitar, so it's got a whole lot of what do you call it? Like the action's been jacked up a little bit, and it's not that easy to play for regular playing. It's kind of been working on the slide playing. And then the other one that's there, it's more kind of like a Les Paul, that one. Which I can grab it, but, you know, I just enjoy playing that. Yeah, it's the Orchestra Wellington, which used to be Wellington Symphonia. But yeah, we got some bangers in this set list. It's gonna be fun. I got the set list here, so I'm gonna. That's one of my plans for. If I get time tomorrow, start looking over them a bit. Got Wonderful World, Dancing Queen, which, you know, anyone who knows me knows I hate ABBA. Like, I just hate ABBA. It's the cheesiest, most inauthentic shit ever, in my opinion. But I know people love it. You know, and it works really well for orchestra, because you've got all these lines that the string players can play. Because the hard thing with pop gigs is it just sucks for orchestral players, you know. We just got to play long notes the whole time. It's boring, you know what I mean? Like, give them some stuff to get their teeth stuck into too. Dan's really good at that. He kind of puts stuff together. We've got Happy in there. We've got Africa by Toto. That's going to be fun. Islands in the Stream. Girls Just Want to Have Fun. Don't Stop Believing. So I was kind of thinking about Don't Stop Believing. I think what I'm going to do, I have a plan. And that solo, you have right? You have those two notes that are really high. This has only got 21 frets, so I can't bend it. If I had a 22 fret guitar, I might be able to just get there. The way I found to do it is by doing a pinch harmonic, you know, with your... But it never quite comes through clearly enough. It's risky. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to chuck this pedal on my board, Subbing Up by TC Electronic, and I'm going to set it to just an octave higher than my normal guitar, and I'm going to literally turn it on for those two notes at the end of Don't Stop Believing and go, and it'll come out as whatever I can't do them on this guitar, but you get the idea. So yeah, that's going to be the solution for it. I actually thought about doing a video and chucking it up on YouTube about that one, because everybody plays that song, has the same issue with it, right? And with a 21 fret guitar, it's even worse. The only 24 fret guitar I have is that Pearson, you know, the plastic guitar that's got a 24 fret. But I don't want to take another guitar just to play one song. I can chuck a pedal on a board and that'll do the job, right? So I'm pretty much just going to play this. I'll probably take another guitar as a backup. Well, I will definitely take another guitar as a backup. I'm not totally sure which one yet. Probably the AZ, I'm thinking, because hum single as a backup. Or maybe even a Tele. Because if I break a string and it gets to that point, or, you know, I need a backup, then who cares? Just have a bit of fun and play whatever at that point. I remember I did a gig in Nelson. It was Nelson Opera in the Park. It was about 6,000-7,000 people or something, they said. You know, again, pretty big gig. And I didn't have a backup guitar. I just had one guitar with me. And that's because that's usually how it goes when you fly into places, you know what I mean? Or like, and I'm carrying all my gear. I don't have road crew or anything. They're providing amps. I've got on New Year's Eve, I've got 2 deluxe reverbs coming. But, you know, so I hired a guitar off this kid for $50. A really cool kid. He took a guitar lesson with me, and I said, well, I'll do it for half price for you if I can, you know, so it was meant to be 100, but I charged him 50, and I said, if I can use your guitar tonight as a backup. So he was really cool. Like, he was coming to the show anyway, because he was performing with one of the earlier acts. So he came and he bought his guitar and put it up there for me, ready just in case. I didn't need it, didn't even get played, but I have to go in a minute, folks. It's been about an hour, and I try and keep these to about an hour. One of the best guitarists, Erland Krauser, I don't know him, played the kind of cheesy songs with James Last Orchestra for decades. Yeah, we all have to do it. You know what I mean? Like I played some shit in my time, just songs that just are rubbish. Yeah, we got Mr. Brightside in there. That's an interesting one. The solution I found for that song, because it's in a weird tuning, is your capo the 9th fret. Let's see if I can remember how it goes. Yeah, so it's at the it's meant to have an open string that's tuned another way or something, but I don't have time to do that. I'm not even going to have time to swap guitars, so I find capo in the 12th fret. I can get with a bit of drive. Actually, I'll probably go more for this kind of tone. It's a bit dirty. I found that to be the solution for that one, right? And I actually use the capo a bit on that gig, because another one we're doing is one of my favorite guitar players, Dan Huff, on that, you know. Let's see if I can remember the solo. Whatever that note is. Ah, I made a real hammer that one do that again. Oh, is it that note? Didn't put my whammy bar in yet, but I use the capo a bit. You know, I'm not afraid to use it. You know, it's one of those things that it doesn't sound the same. If I play that Man, I Feel Like a Woman. It's not the same, right? And I've done that before in the past. Even that sounds different because of the open string. See? It's different to... So it just sounds different. And I saw this interview of Dan with, I think it was with Mason Marangella. And Dan was using the capo, and I was like, that's the way you got to do it properly. It just doesn't sound right any other way. So I'll take my capo. Hopefully I remember to bring one, because I've done that before. I've turned up to a gig and gone, oh shit, where's my capo? And all of those songs I can do it without if I had to, you know what I mean? Like Mr. Brightside. You know, and I can make it work, you know. And same with Man, I Feel Like a Woman and stuff like that. But we got Total Eclipse of the Heart in there, so I'm gonna have to figure out what I'm gonna do on that one. Another one we got in there is so yeah, this is going to be the guitar for sure. It's a lot of that sound, you know. And there's quite a few funky disco things in there. Like I said, there's Happy, Want to Dance with Somebody. What else is on the list? Purple Rain, We're the Champions, September. You know, everybody plays September wrong, but I'm such a huge Al McKay fan and Earth, Wind and Fire that, you know, everybody goes, not everybody, a lot of people go, it's not that. It's like, no, it's that, definitely. You know what I mean? Like, he's got this little bubblegum funk part in there. Now, if I was playing a duo, of course I'll play all the chords, you know. The other thing too is I see so many bands play that song and they have and they miss a key chord, you know. This one, it's a dominant chord there, right? It's not a minor. And I see so many bands play this song and they make it out a minor. I'm like, come on. Yeah, you clearly haven't listened to it. Not closely. Thanks, man. Yeah, I really love this Strat. It's this is my favorite guitar. So my auntie's partner asked me the other night at Christmas time. He was like, "What's your favorite guitar?" I showed him a picture of this. I was like, "That guitar," and he goes, "It's a Stratocaster, isn't it?" And I was like, "Yeah." It's like, it's the guitar that I like the most. And at the moment, I got that on the blend. But if I go back to regular, so that's neck pickup. It's pretty dark, right? It's not like super bright like a lot of Strat neck pickups, because, you know, it's kind of a 30-year-old pickup. And I've changed that one with a Mr. Glenn. I've changed all the wiring. But take your darker neck pickup, add the bridge pickup in, and that's it. That's the sound for me. I'm actually thinking I'd kind of like to change that again. I know I should just leave shit alone. But I find I don't blend. I tend to go between neck pickup and then neck and bridge. And so I have to, like, the motion of actually turning that control. And as you can see, with an angled plug, it's kind of right in the way of that, right? It's not that easy to turn that. So I'm thinking I'd rather have that on a switch. You know what I mean? The other thing I'd like to do is have a series parallel for that, so that you could kind of flick between that to get more of a single coil sound from it, but you know what I mean? Maybe, and not so much for the brighter single coil, just less gain. So you can kind of go like humbucker, but you could also kind of just rock out a little bit. I did this gig recently and I turned up, there was a Marshall 412, and it was at a jam at a friend's place in a studio in town, and they had Marshall 4x12 and a JCM 900 head, and it was, there could have been a foot switch for it, I couldn't see it anywhere. It was kind of stuck on the drive channel, and the drive channel was really really bottom end heavy, so I turned the bass basically off, and just put it on a low gain kind of drive sound, and then just kind of doing stuff from here, from the guitar, you know what I mean? But what I found is that when I turn this down, of course it gets quite a bit darker, and with that particular Marshall, it was really affecting it. Like as I turned down, it was getting pretty dark. And I thought, man, I just love to have that kind of, all that control here. I'd probably put a treble bleed on there and just have that switch there, and just, you know, just be able to go from, say, bridge picker, drive, from like this to maybe like that much gain on a switch to there. More like kind of what you'd hear in like a John Cougar Mellencamp type thing, you know, like. Turn back up and be. I gotta brush up on that. I do Bohemian Rhapsody. Yeah, so we're doing We Will Rock You. Oh no, sorry, not We Will Rock You. We're doing We're the Champions on New Year's Eve as well. And then there's a Katy Perry song in there, Firework. That's the one I'm kind of not sure what to do about, because it's a really heavy kind of synth song. I'm actually thinking I might take my synth pedal wherever it is. Oh, it's up there on the wall, the Boss synthesizer. I might actually take that and just kind of go like lean into the fact it's a synth kind of song and play synth guitar rather than guitar. It's the last song of the night, the big fireworks, and then this kind of heavy kind of banger song. It kind of needs, I think it's going to need that kind of thing. Anyway, folks, I'm gonna move on. It has been now an hour 11. I try to keep these to about an hour. Thank you so much for joining me, and thanks for all your support this year. It's been awesome. I've got some videos coming soon, some new gear that's arrived, which is great. I've got some ideas for lesson stuff I want to post up on here. If you have any ideas of stuff you want me to cover, drop a comment below and always let me know. I always keep a running tally of them, and I put them in there, and if I see kind of similar patterns come in and things that I think I can actually contribute, more than happy to, you know what I mean? If it's something that's not really what I do, then you know, there's probably someone who's already doing that on the internet better than I am, so I'll just leave it to them. Anyway, yeah, drop a comment, let me know. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.